Alright, ladies and gentlemen, long time no see. Almost 1 week without the videos because I was preparing the super cool stuff for you. Today we are switching to the Wand and Bowl, the ultimate support healer without zero damage. Like 0 damage, but so many different heals, debuff removals, buffs, and you know, all the thing for the party, ultimate heal. If you need the ultimate heal, this is the video for you. So my name is PLK, I'm maining wanded stuff, I like hybrid stuff, I like to do damage and also to be a really good heal. But today we are looking in something unique and really interesting for the mass PvP and for the tier 2 end game PvE content as well, which is soon will be introduced to the game. So, you know, please subscribe because I'm cool, you are cool, you know, win-win situation, and like the video if you like the video, but in the end, now let's go. So what I did, I just switched to the green bow, look at that. I have a green bow, but a full-fledged skills, all of them blue ones, with the passives, with the specializations and everything. Let's focus on the skill build at the beginning. And then we'll talk about the gear build, which is in the description below, with all of the steps that you need to, you know, what you need to go through to get all of this equipment that you have. And it's really close to something that we have with the wand and staff builds. It's endurance. You need to have at least 700 endurance and you need to have a lot of HP. Okay, first I tried myself on the arena with the green bow. Yeah, okay, I came with the green bow. Sorry for my teammates. And you can see from the statistic, let me show you. You can see from the statistics that from the 4 fights I win 3. And look at that. Look at the heals. So this is, look at that. Look, this is normal wand and staff heals. The maximum will be about 60,000, but average will be about 30 or 40,000. With the bow, look at that. It's 90, 80, 70. It's really big numbers. Look at that. I have 93,000 of heals. I take almost the same amount as the tank and 0 damage. If you will compare to something that we had as the staff and wand users, it will be something like that. Your damage balance goes to the heals when you're with the bow. Now let's talk about how to build your character, right? Your priorities with this build will be perception, a lot of perception. Because of this build you have from all the gear a lot of perception. And what perception will give you? It will give you a lot of buff duration. And you need a lot of strength to have more HP. The next one will be maybe you need to drop down perception till 40 just for the buff duration. And then get a lot of wisdom because you need mana. Ooh, mana problems, mana regeneration problems is with this build compared to the stuff, right? Dexterity, I mean, you do 0 damage, you don't need dexterity at all. Next one will be HP, obviously, and then it will be different types of the endurances. Because evasion, you can have evasion as well, but it will be really hard to stack a lot of evasion to dodge the attacks from the rangers and melee. So we are focusing on melee endurance because of the great swords. They are nasty, they will kill you in 2 shots. Now about the skills. Okay, this is the skill build. And we're talking about PvP and mostly PvE as well, because, you know, if you want to be the full support, you having this. If you want to have additional damage from your bow, it can give you other skills like Deadly Marker, just to help your party, because your damage will be not so high. Let's start with something critical. So critical, you should have Blast Barrier from the wand. This thing will add a lot of defense for the 6 seconds, and during these 6 seconds, your heal potential will be increased for 45%, really huge one. So you drop this on the target and then you do the single heals, which is swift healing. And I will explain the skill specialization a little bit later. So drop this, heal your target like in 1-2 heals 100% HP. Then you have your mass heal for the party and you have your heal Fountain of Life. It doesn't have so big potential with the heals, but you know, additional heal, it's always good, and also this thing restore mana with a specific specialization. So this is must-have. The next must-have will be shields. It increases shield for whole party, around of 2000 of additional HP. Look at that, how it works. You have additional 1400 with additional buffs, it will be more. And you have enchanting type, which is the debuff. But with this proper specialization, friendly target skill damage boost increased by 190. It's big. I mean, you just drop it and it's only cooldown 19 seconds for 9 seconds. Every 10 seconds, you will drop this thing on your main damage dealer and he will be really happy with you. believe me. Let's touch a little bit passives of the wand and then we'll switch to the bow. Look, I don't even have mastery with the bows. But by the way, masteries, we will take masteries, the middle one, till cooldown speed, all this, and then we will take most likely this. Because of the critical hit chance, more heals, right? Max damage, also more heals, bonus damage, more heals, and base damage, more heals. So we're taking this. With the wand, we're taking this and this. And our main weapon is the wand because of the heavy attack chance and all of the cooldown speeds and skill heal percentage of, additional potential. So we take this from the wand, additional skill heal percentage per 1000 of mana. This one, increase your heals for 30% during the day, really good one. During the night, you can change it on something else like this one. And the last one from the wand is Selfless Soul, also granting health recovery and regen for the allies. Really good ones. Now let's talk about the bow. So first one, Healing Touch is just hot. Heal over time, based on your base damage. So your bow should be really good. Look at that, mine is not. And still, you're looking at these videos during the arena. Still, I won more than I lost with this one. It also depends on the classes on the arena, but look at the heals, right? The heals on the arena. Pretty good ones. Look at that. These ones are really, really good ones, even with the green bow. Now, let's continue. So, hot, and hot is using like this. It's just boom, and you have hot on yourself. Additional one, every 5 seconds you can do one more time, so you can keep it all of the time on your allies. Then you have the Flash Wave, which is attack skill, but if you will target your allies, your party members, it will heal your party members with the proper specialization. So this is another heal. Then you have two things, Nature Blessing and Purifying Touch. And first of all, it removes weaken effect and it increases health regen and mana regeneration for a big amount. So you need to regen mana and health and remove all of the nasty things, the weakening that goes to your party members. You just remove it. The next one is Purifying Touch. It's specifically remove one debuff with the proper specialization. It will remove additional debuff and also it increases attack speed. So you drop this one and this one to your damage dealers. Then you have your ultimate, Limit Break. Look at that. So for instance, you're fighting and then you are doing something like Flash Wave. You just click this skill and then you do Flash Wave one more time. It basically resets your cooldown. And the cooldown of this skill is 1 minute and 30 seconds. So you can do 2 Flash Waves almost every time, and that's big. And that's all. That's all that you have from the bows. The most important things are in specialization, but also let's talk about the passives. So sniper sets. For each 1 meter of distance away from the target, increase your magic melee and range critical hit chance. Which is, if you are far from your target, which you are healing, you will get additional crit hit chance, additional heals. Increase melee range and magic endurance by 33 and health recovery over time from skills per party member within 16 meters. So just multiply it by 6 and your hots will be really heavy. And also you will have additional endurance, which is pretty good because we have endurance gear build. This one is just shooting arrow with a longbow, crossbow. I have additional chance for additional arrow. It's just, for the PvE. Maybe you can add something like this, just for more heals. This one increased health regen by 52 and health recovery over time from skills by 22%. It's basically additional heals from your skills. Good. And then we have a barrier. If you are freeze, frozen, bind or something, you have really big chance to have additional 300 damage shield for 3 seconds. It helps a lot, believe me. So you have this. For defense skills, we're using Overtaker. If you will move to the side, this thing for the side will add you additional 700 of evasion. That's good. Now let's talk about the skill specialization. Let's start with the wand. Yeah, I forgot about this thing. It's just sleep. You need sleep for all of the occasions during the PvP. You can have, as I said, deadly marker just to debuff target more. But, for the arena, for the small scale PvP, sleep is must have. Right, for the wand. So we have solo heal. We have two these first things. One of them is also healing you when you heal your target, and this one just add additional. So you can heal yourself 3 times in a row, or your party member. Then just additional radius for the mass heal. Then insta sleep. Look at that. It works like boom, and it's sleep. Now your party can kill this thing. Enchanting time. So we convert the debuff to the buff by this one. We have our invincible wall, big shields. This one for the party. This one just additional area, because sometimes during the PvP it's really hard to find everybody. The same for the, for the mass heal. And additional mana from the Fountain of Life, because you need that. It's not much, but if you will drop this one and this one to yourself, Nature Blessing, look at that. Let me spend some mana. Let me spend some mana. Okay, now look at that. I have 3,000, right? Boom and boom. Look. Bum, 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 bum. Pretty good, actually. And you can do your ultimate, and you can do one more time this thing on yourself or a party member. So mana going up. That's good, right? That's good. That's what we can use, because you need mana in this game. And now let's talk about the bow, the longbow. So with the longbow, Nature Blessing, we're adding additional heal. If you remove the weaken, the cooldown decreased by 3 seconds, and pretty good. I mean, it's not big, but it helps. Now the flash wave, this thing will make the flash wave healing flash wave. This one will increase the hot from the flash wave, purifying touch. We have everything. Look at that. Has 50% chance to remove additional debuffs. So 2 of them. And you have 1 here from here, 2 of them here. You can remove 3 debuffs and also heal your target. Then cooldown decreased by 30%. It's big. It's from 16 to, look at that, to 11. And also it applies healing touch to the target upon removal. Pretty good. This thing will just additionally add some cool stuff for the specific skills like healing touch or purifying touch. Like after removal, the remaining cooldown time of limit break decreased by 10 seconds. So you need to understand which one to use after the limit break, which are healing touch and purifying touch. So these 2 things are really good after the limit break. Not only the flash wave, right? And that's what we have. So during the PvP, what you do, you go to arena or you go to mass PvP, you do the shield buff, and then you start to look at what is happening. Then you buff your damage dealer by enchanting time, right? And we start to fight. Most likely somebody will be focused. So you drop the barrier and then you heal it with the solo heals. Then most likely you will need to do the, mass heal. At this time, it will be really cool to set up something like this for the mana for yourself and somebody who is also damage dealer from the range. So they will stay here. You come back with the shields. Then you look for the target, some heals or somebody to sleep them, right? You sleep them. And then you have this. Healing touch. Always drop the healing touch. Then you see for the debuffs of your party mates. So you drop the Nature Blessing and you drop the Purifying Touch. Then you restore it and then you come back with Purifying Touch, right? Then you have these skills, and with all these things that you have with the bow, you will keep always healing touch, always on the target. Shields, always on the target. And you do these things just by cooldown. Wherever you have a swift healing, you do the swift healing, right? Wherever you have the enchanting time, so you just buff like really huge buff and healing machine. Look at the videos that I'm showing you right now. It looks pretty fun. Now let's talk really fast. I will not go into the depths of the gear building, but you will have the gear build and you can follow it. And if you have additional questions, you just drop them in the comments. Maybe I will do another video about the wand and bow, about the gear building. So as I said, it's really close to something that we had with the wand and stuff. You have, and it was not made by myself. It was made by my really great guildmates. And this specifically was made by Rebel, House Potion. He's brilliant. He, on his arenas, making something like 250,000 of heals. Not like 100, but like I am. So this guy knows what he's doing, and he is pretty high. So what we do? We're making gear build for endurance and a lot of HP, right? You have these tabs. And if you will follow these tabs, you can see where you farm your gear. Like, for instance, at the beginning, you have everything crafted as green. If you can have something like this from the lithographs, you do that, and you try to drop all of these things from the Shadowed Crypt, right? You can see, farm your Shadowed Crypt. So you do that. Same for then you go with the Cave for Destruction, then you go for the Death Abyss for the Karnik's Bow, then you go to the open world dungeons, and so on, so on. This will be the final build, which will have around 17,000 of HP, a lot of melee endurance, a lot of range endurance, and a lot of heals. Look, I will explain a little bit the beginning and the end. Then you will figure out by these things where you need to drop your weapons and gear. So all of the weapons always have the same. You need to try to have from the bow max health, heavy attack chance, and critical hit chance. from the wand, always heavy attack chance and critical hit chance. If you have max HP, you take it. If no, something really useful for the buff bot, for the wand and bow. For the gear, it will be endurances and different things like cooldown speed. If you have max HP, definitely max HP. And one more time, endurances and max HP endurance. Maybe you will choose the buff duration or range endurance as well, really good ones. From the accessories, you always trying to find max HP, skill damage resistance, and then debuff duration or buff duration. Depends on the accessories. So you're starting with this one, right? Super easy. Then you go and try to find from the Cave of Destruction, you need this wand, because this wand will add additional chance to survive, which is when your health is below 20%, you become invisible. And you also want to get this Supreme Devotion Cloak because it adds additional cooldown speed and mana regeneration. And you really need mana regeneration. And this one as well, from the Cave of Destruction. So you try to build up a lot of perception, right? In the end, you will have a lot of perception, a lot of strength. You need that for the heavy chance, for HP, for everything. And you go like that. Cave of Destruction, then just Abyss for the Karnix Bow. This thing will also increase the range. Open dungeons like Sabatons from the Abyssal or Crypto. This one's from the Saurdoma Island. This one from the Sanctum of Desire. And you always have like this, max HP and endurances on the gear. Look at that. Look at that. And you always have something, like I said, max HP, scale damage resistance, and debuff or buff duration on the accessories. And in the end, you will have something like this. Look, this is the cheap one. This is the, not cheap one, but you can get it. So cheap one. We have same weapon, right? We have just random no sets items that will give us a lot of things like max HP and different endurances. And we have these accessories. So let's talk about that. Sabatons, Field General, additional strength and movement speed, right? We need them. Phantom Wolf Breaches. We have damage reduction and perception. We don't need magic evasion, but perception is good. That's something that we try to, strength and perception. Strength and perception. Now, this one is just for max HP and attack speed for faster skills. And we're also looking for something that have these traits, like max HP. Heroic Garb, it's just from the beginning. Just take it from the main quest and just, trade it. Because perception and max HP. This one I already explained. Mana regeneration, cooldown speed. Wisdom, pretty good. I mean, it's not big one for us, but mana regen from the wisdom is really important. Now, accessories, these ones are final, and even in the expensive one, you will have the same accessories. You will have the same accessories till tier 2. Perception and strength and mana regeneration. Wisdom and perception, strength, and this thing is max HP and damage reduction, right? So, perception, strength. And all of them have max HP. It's mistake. It's a mistake, yeah. Max HP and max HP. So only from the accessories you will have like additional 3,000-4,000 of HP. Now for the expensive one, what's the difference? For the expensive one, you will have different cloak, and at that time it will be less mana regeneration, but this thing have max HP here and in traits and damage reduction. So you became more beefier, right? You have different gloves, which are additional wisdom, good for us. And also it's set with the head, so you will have additional weekend duration, which you don't need. So you can switch this one to the Ascended Guardian gloves, which I really love. Look at that. Additional perception, a lot of it, like this, and mana cost efficiency, which is something that you really want. But HP is lower. So maybe you keep this one. But what's difference is here. Shock Commander Sabatons and Shock Commander Plate Armor. Armor is okay to get. This one is really hard to get, but with these two things you will have more damage reduction, more strength in both of them, and damage reduction as well. And this thing will get you a lot of HP and damage reduction, and a lot of strength. And with this strength, look at that. You have max HP additionally on level 60 of the strength. So this is something that you want to be beef. You want to be really big, right? So that's what you want to achieve. If you can get Excavator, maybe it's a really good one for the heals. And also if you can get Shock Commander Greaves, additional strength and damage reduction also will help a lot. So it was, as always, a little bit long one, but that's the full build. You can find it in the description below. It's pretty fun to, to play with this one as a super ultimate healer. What do you think, guys? Did you try it? What can you advise to the, to the newbies or for myself? Please comment below. If you like the video, please like the video. If you like the video, please subscribe to my channel. My community is growing super fast. Thank you for you guys. I will see you next one. Bye.